Okay, so Taylor, our last away game of the season ends in a 2-0 loss to Actonians reserves. What are your thoughts on the game today?
I thought I didn't think it was a bad performance from us, but I thought there's a lot of things that could have been a lot better. You have to give them credit; they're a good side, Actonians. They've done us at our place and very organised, very patient, out of possession, and they're happy to play round you in possession and try and find their spare players. And I think conceding from a set piece is disappointing. It's definitely a blind spot of ours, and something that needs genuine work. And I think the second goal just comes from a lapse in concentration down one side, not recognising whose player needs to be tracked and where. And we probably weren't aggressive enough in the box in the first half. I think 2-0 in the first half is probably actually a bit harsh on them. It could have been a few more. I think we had some better chances from ourselves in the first half as well, though. It was even in a way, but I think they had a lot of chances. But we had some good chances as well. And I think second half, the mental toll of the travel in this division is tough for our players. The scheduling has not been kind to us whatsoever. We've had a lot of games at the start of the season where we're still gelling as a new group, and now we're starting to get a bit of rhythm in terms of lineups and our best squad and consistent team. We then don't have the fixtures to be able to keep them in rhythm, so it's a real frustrating schedule for our season. But we've got to try and contend with that, and we've come here today not blaming anything. We the better team won, so that's all you can say really.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, we knew this was going to be a hard game coming into it with them beating us when we played them at home
Yeah.
and them currently sitting third in the table. So it must feel good to have adapted well in the game, have a better second half and keep that clean sheet in that second half.
Yeah, the girls listened as they always do. As I say, just they probably weren't at the races first half, but they certainly competed a lot better in the second half. They made it really horrible for them, quite difficult for them at times, and we defended really well. They caught us on a few moments. I think more than anything has been our desperation to try and turn the game around, and that's fallen. Luckily, fortunately for them to get some moments on the counter. But apart from that, I thought there was a lot of noise and sort of distractions coming from the sides of the pitch today, and we've limited them to many good chances in that second half. But it's a shame that we probably didn't get both sides of the pitch involved enough. I think we were probably too heavy down one side, and it becomes a little bit too predictable by that point, and we just needed to vary it up. So, but I can't blame the players. They're desperately fighting to get us back in the game and run as hard as they can. So, it's not a criticism of them at all, but it's just how the game panned out.
Yeah, so as always, football is a team game, but one individual I'd like to focus on for a little bit is Izzy Taggart. Going into the game today, she's currently Player of the Month for February after her goal contributions last month. What did you make of her performance today?
Yeah, listen, I think every centre half and every fullback is worried to play up against her, and they certainly don't get an easy game. And I think the girl on that side had it tough today. I don't think we tried to find her enough, especially in the second half. And I think she'll look at herself and think that there's things that she possibly could have done better. But she's had some really good moments down the side. She's had a really good chance and shot on target. And we're thankful that she's able to make the trips. She lives quite far away, but she's so committed. And yeah, we rely on her quite a bit. So we want to try and share that reliance upon the whole squad and all of our attacking players as well. But big shift from her. Was a threat, done her job. She'll know she can do much better as well.
Yeah, so now we're getting closer to the end of the season with only 2 games left. Luckily, they're both at home for us, so a bit less travelling. But can you give us a bit of an incentive to come to these games and see these girls?
Yeah, 100%. Listen, at the end of the day, we're all a bit flat because we don't like losing. The group are competitors and they're winners ultimately. So we feel a little bit despondent, but it just shows that we're we make it a lot easier for ourselves at home for sure. And even in that whole game today, we look to threat throughout. We're an exciting team to watch. We like to play forwards early, and they give everything. They give everything for us, and it's quite, honouring and honourable and sort of humbling as a coach to have that level of effort from your players. I appreciate it, and every game down at the Crest has been exciting for the fans this year, and they've had a lot to cheer about. So there's 2 big ones left. Bromley will be one we want to try and progress even further from a draw in the cup and loss on pens to a win. And Ashford is our big Kent rivals. We want to make that a big occasion. We want to get over 500 people down there, so it's going to be one hell of an occasion. We've got a lot lined up, a lot planned for that game. It's a chance for our players to excite on 2 more occasions at home. There's a chance for some of the youngsters to try and work their way into the team and get an opportunity late on. So it's an exciting month, April. We're really looking forward to it. We need to get this result out of the way, dust ourselves off, and we'll be absolutely buzzing and re-energised to go in April.
Brilliant, thank you.